Alright you guys, welcome back. So, in this one, we got a bit more steel. And we're making a ramp to actually get the dirt bike on, so I don't need to keep lifting it, because I'm overlifting it. Alright, so I'm doing this a little different because I basically have some leftover materials from making these big archway thingos for different project for a client type thing for the business. But we're gonna do these, cut them all square and even, get these so they slip in, and basically they'll slide into two different spots, go over. This will somehow hook, have the angle so it follows it, and there, bit of a ramp. So I guess put you on time lapse and just start cutting and doing things. So we're just gonna square them all, cut them all, and go from there. That is horrible, very tight. Alright, hey, couple of days, or 2 days, 4 of these, sorry. I'm gonna do about 300, so 150 goes into HN. So yeah, 4 and 300. Pretty simple. If I knew where to put the marker. There we go, that's cut. Show ya. So, obviously these I'll still have to be cutting angles on different ends and whatnot, but to join them, essentially, these two will just be sliding in, because these two equal the exact inside diameter of that. So, I will have to grind them down a little bit. As you can see, basically the same process I did for this. So these literally just slide into the end of them and extend them so they could shrink so that people could bend. But now I'm doing the same process on this. So yeah, chucking on the tripod and keep showing you. Cool. So as I was saying, on days, go 150. Huh? That's 150, so that's where my line goes in. I'm going to clean up the inside edge so I can actually weld them. Oh, yeah. Now, tap them in. So, the ones that are going to be solid in this, by the way, I'll do that now. Just going to drill a couple holes and basically use it like a spot weld in a car. Oh man, I'm gonna interrupt this time, mate. So yeah, as you can see, that's basically just what we're going for. Down my little holes, so I'm just gonna fill them with welds so that they don't go anywhere. And then once I grind a little bit of material really off that edges, and on the inside of them, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little lip that needs to come off. But then we'll just, obviously not now because it's real tight, but that there we'll just, and then done. Obviously not that one of the longer ones. And yeah, I'll chuck you on time lapse for that adventure. Get back to you once I'm done. Oh, guys. Anyway, so these now slip in. Nicely. Sweet. So now that I've done that, I guess by general consensus of what's happening. So now we get these, and I can now mark my ankle directly on them. Oh, they're already so length. Put it well straight to that, trace that onto that, cut that, boom. Trim them obviously, and yeah, once again, get back to you. Do not like that one bit. Alright, now though, I can weld them onto there, and I'll get my hook or my ramp or both of them. Sweet. So, now there we go. First one welded up. Do the other one in a sec. You can see. I'll just basically act so I can hook over. Good. See you once I get the other one welded up. Alright. I am filthy. So, we have got them welded on. All lovely. All good. So now I can start figuring out where these ones go. So I just gotta make my markings for each centre, kind of like how I did for the trailer around the corner. Make them, cut a shit ton of them, weld them on. Yes. Alright, so for this to kind of work, and a tyre hopefully to not just get stuck, I'm going to base them every 200, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and from the bottom, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Sweet. And then mimic that exactly on that side. Then I'm going to figure out how long they need to be. Hopefully I have enough. Alrighty, so after some measuring and some maths, it equaled out to be it did equal out to be 12 of them at 400 long. So I'm going to cut all them, clean up the edges. Kind of forgot to clean up the edges of the blue ones before I mark them, but this paint I should be able to weld over. I mean, it's primer, so I'm just going to send it, but the gal, no. So I'm going to cut all these and then give them a little grind up. Fun times again. This time I'm wearing a jumper, because if you've ever used a normal wood cutting circular saw with a steel blade, yeah. It does hurt. A metal blade cuts a little slower, so it's not as brutal. I mean, a metal sword cuts a little slower, not as brutal. Anyway, let's stop yapping. Alright, now we got them all laid out. This is the bottom piece. We're going to weld them, just nice and easy to glide up, really. So we're just going to use the square the top and bottom ones nicely, and then they all should just weld in straight with my marks. So, yeah. Cool. So that's all tacked together. As you can see, all it's not too hot, but all tacked together. So I'll go through, weld all the tops, weld all the bottoms, weld all the sides, repeat the process on that one, and then once I've welded absolutely everything, I'll get back to you, and then it should be done. So yeah, once I get it all welded and basically finished, I'll get back to you. Right, so apparently I don't know how to count because I was too short, and when I say too short, I mean too short completely, but that's right. We essentially have a ramp. Other than my very unlevel driveway, we have a ramp. Once we get those extra ones to fill the big holes, that will be good for a dirt bike. Once that's up as well, I can flip it, sit the tyres maybe in it if it's big enough, and then that will mount it a bit. But since I'm getting more steel, my plan is probably make kind of like a bracket that can just screw to a headboard quite easily, and it holds the front tyre stable. But all in all, that's a quick way to make a ramp with scrap material. Thanks for watching.